Welcome ESL to week 3 in the 1987 series as we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway and we are getting ready for some qualifying. I have Rhett Sawyer up in the booth with me today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to make it back for another race in the series.
It's always good to have you in the booth, and I hope we have a great race today as we see the 47 getting ready to lay down his first lap. He won last week's race in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, it was a good race to see him win. He put together a really good run there at the end.
What can he do today and what type of lap time he will lay down as he gets ready to cross that start finish? And right now it's Trunnion on top of the leaderboard. In second, Bob Harlow. Third, Thomas Noble. Will that time hold? 32 seconds, 0.075.
Yeah, the top five are within 2/100ths of each other, so it's pretty tight up top so far.
And he crosses the stripe. And Trunnion wins the pole. Nobody shifts positions in that second lap. Everybody stayed. Their first lap was their fastest lap. In second, Bob Harlow. Third, Thomas Noble. Fourth, OJ. Fifth, Chris Harvey. Sixth, Tyler Rogalowski. Seventh, Freddie Trammell. Eighth, Isabella. Ninth, Devontae. And rounding out your top 10, AJ Stryker. A lot of great drivers in that top 10.
Yeah, it's a very, very good top 10, tight race here. Let's see how it plays out here.
We will see. We'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back, getting ready to start this race. 100 laps at Atlanta Motor Speedway. In the front row is Lost City. Trunnion, the 47, and Bob Harlow, the 97. In the second row is Northern Lights Racing. Thomas Noble and OJ. Then in fifth is Chris Harvey. Can the 47 put together a performance like last week? We're looking at about 40 laps or so on fuel, so we should have 2 stops in this race.
Back-to-back poles for Trunnion here, and Bob Harlow's put together 2 great weeks in third and second this week in qualifying, so they've been doing well lately.
Yes, they have. Your top 5 in driver points is Trunnion, Wilkins, Blackwell, Rogalowski, OJ, and Noble in 6. And the points is pretty tight. That points battle is pretty tight. The pace car comes off the track. Green flag waves, and we are underway. Week 3. As we're side by side heading into 1. Trunnion to the lead. In second, Harlow. Third, OJ. Fourth, Thomas. As the field is trying to get together here. As you see, Noble trying to fight for position. He moves into third. Now Harlow's going to try to battle for the lead on the inside. And Trunnion's way on the high side. We have a new leader, the 97, Bob Harlow. Trunnion still on that high side. Now he gets in front of the 13.
Even though Trunnion got set pretty high up there, he held on pretty well. He only lost 1 spot.
Yes, he did. He looks like he's settled in now. Now we see the 13 on that high side and AJ Stryker. It looks like some of these drivers are trying to make that outside work.
Yeah, it seems like diving inside has been a way to make a good pass, but once the person settles on the outside provides more speed onto the straight. So it seems like it's all about if you can handle the turn on the outside first.
There you see the 68 Gunny, last season's champion, currently in 7th. A lot of traffic at this part of the field here. Everyone fighting for position. Barb Harlow with the fastest lap in the race, but look at that 47 all over his bumper. Goes to that outside. That outside seems to be having a lot of speed. And Trunnion takes the lead right back. It wasn't even a fight.
Yeah, he set him up pretty well on the inside there. And then right before Harlow was able to start making the move to the outside, Trunnion jumped out.
Bob Harlow trying to hold on to second as Thomas Noble is in third. And then Tyler in fourth, AJ Stryker in fifth. Harlow is currently seventh in points. He's been pretty solid to start the season. We see Chris Harvey trying to hold on. Takes over.
So far, it seems.
Nah, go ahead.
So far, it seems like the outside's been the much better line here for holding speed.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of drivers having success on that outside early. Will they have that same success as tire wear comes into play? But right now, drivers are doing a great job on that outside. There's Lizzie McGlover, currently running 14th. She was trying to go to the inside, and Devontae was there, so she couldn't. Trammell currently in 8th as OJ's trying to make that pass on the outside. It's a long race, so drivers have to manage these tires. We're racing at the older Atlanta, so this track will eat up your tires.
Yeah, it also looks like it's a pretty hot day on the track.
Yes, it's extremely hot, 133 degrees. Thank you for pointing that out because, man, that makes a big difference as well. Now it's 135.
Yeah, tires aren't going to last as long out here with that kind of track temperatures.
Barb Harlow back almost to the bumper of the 47. Is the 47 slowing down here? Bob Harlow looked to that outside. He got loose, lost a few car lengths. It's going to get hard. It's going to get hard.
He tried to pull the same move.
Yeah, he did. But this time, you know, we're about, what, 14 laps in almost. And like you mentioned, it's a hot track. So now it's going to be harder to pass as these tires continue to wear. See Tyler trying to hold on to 6. Or it's actually 5th. Now Gunny's up to 5th. You can never count out the 68.
Yeah, Gunny's been a really consistent driver in the series. Oh, in the league overall, so no surprise to see him up here battling.
Now will he battle for 4th? Somebody was asking what's the preferred, top or bottom. I mean, right now it seems like it's the top. But that could change, you know, as we get deeper into this race.
Yeah, I was about to say, early on when you got the tires to be able to make the outside stick, that's where you want to be because you maintain the most speed. But as the tires go, you know, it's going to be harder to maintain that high speed on the outside.
Let's right on board the 56. We'll see how much he struggles with that wheel taking these turns. As you see, he's already lifting early. As we go into turn 3, he's barely touching that throttle as he goes around that turn. As we have a battle for the lead, Harlow and Trunnion side by side on the backstretch. Behind them is Thomas Noble. Harlow cannot make the pass, but here comes Noble. He wants to take second away from the 97. See Gunny currently in 6. I mean, one thing I've noticed, nobody's really pulling away.
No, it's been very tight, in large part due to the high speeds coming off the turns and being able to just line up behind people.
Drivers are trying. They also, they drafting down these stretches, the back and the front stretch. Keeps them close.
And we've seen Bob try to get a few moves in here, but Trunnion's been able to keep these tires together, it seems.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job. As we are already halfway through this run, about another 20 laps or so before we start seeing the first pit stops. And pit stops can change the race.
Oh yeah, pit stops are huge, especially trying to find the gap to get out into. So that way you're not wasting your new tires battling other drivers.
Yeah, and coming onto pit road, it's going to be tricky because now look at the track, 137 degrees, and you're going to be going from over 100 something miles an hour to like 50, 55, and if you miss that brake zone, you're going to have trouble getting onto pit road.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough one.
Let's look at your top 10 currently. Trunnion in first, Bob Harlow in second, Thomas Noble third, Freddie Trammell having a great race in fourth, AJ Stryker in fifth, Tyler in sixth, Gunny in seventh, Morningstar in eighth, OJ in ninth, and the 03, Eric Beaumont rounds out your top 10. Right behind him is Justice Blackwell, your week 1 winner. And it looked like we had a battle for second. Harlow held off the number 6. Now he's right almost to the bumper of the 47 once again. Now we see Freddie Trammell in the picture. He seems to be getting a lot of speed the longer this run goes.
Yeah, Freddie's always seemed to be so far a guy who makes some good runs. The longer a race goes, the more he does well on older tires. So
He's trying to hold that inside line right now to move up to third, but Thomas is trying to battle on that outside. And Thomas does a good job of holding him off, but for how long? Now Thomas on the outside gets by Bob Harlow. Bob Harlow might lose 2 positions just like that.
Freddie might be close enough to keep on the outside of Thomas.
And here comes Freddie. Man, he's been having a lot of speed in these last few laps here. He's on the outside trying to take second away. This is helping Trunyan pull away. Now Freddie moves into second. And AJ Stryker into fourth. She's looking a little bit faster as well. Now can the 56 catch the 47? And it looks like he's closing in and closing in pretty quick. Only separated by a few car lengths. Freddie Trammell currently 10th in the driver points. Up 5 positions.
Freddie's looking strong, but is he going to run into the same issue that Bob was?
Yeah, Bob struggled trying to get by the 47 and eventually just faded. I think he used up those tires trying to get by him and faded. Now Bob is currently 4th, and now the 56 goes to the inside. They're side by side heading into 1. Can the 56 make that inside stick? And it looks like he's going to make it stick and takes the lead for the first time today.
Wow, made it happen in the series of the one whole turn. That's a pretty good pass right there. He did his job.
And he did it on the inside where most drivers were making that pass on the outside. On worn tires. Not an easy thing to do. But he's looked so fast about these last 5-6 laps. But now that 47 is in his rear view mirror, he's going to have to worry about that 47. We saw what that 47 did last week in a long run. And that 47 is getting very loose now. Down to third. Some of these drivers are ready for a fresh set of tires. And there goes Trunyan losing another spot down to 4th.
Wow, what happened with Trunyan here? It's a big loss of momentum.
He has just lost a ton of speed in these last 3 laps. Down to 5th. And he might be down to 6th as Gunny is right there. As we're getting close to these pit stops, probably another 8 to 10 laps. Freddie Trammell, look at this. He has pulled away. About 0.6 of a second. Trunnion holding on to that fifth.
Yeah, it looks like he just got a little unsettled after Freddie made a move on him.
It looks like
Just got caught on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of getting back on track here. As he goes to the inside of Striker, trying to take one spot back, but he cannot get there. As we look at your biggest mover right now, and that's Tyler Grims. Up 10 positions, currently running 14th with that wagon scheme. Pretty good run for him.
Yeah, he's going to be a driver to keep your eye on. Every time he gets fresh tires, is he going to be able to make a little bit of a push higher up the field?
Chris Webber up 12 positions. Having a pretty good run as well. Currently in the top 10.
I just saw that Noble had caught up.
Yes, he did. He is about 2 car lengths away. Can he make the pass here on the 56? Seems like the 56 is slowing down a little bit. Now we're at the tail end of this run before we hit pit stops. We have been caution-free all race long. Now it looks like drivers like to use that inside to make the pass now instead of that outside. They get very close going around turn 2. And they're still side by side. Freddie fighting hard on that outside. Does not want to let go of the lead. And Thomas Noble comes onto pit road. And here comes the pit stops. Bob Harlow, AJ Striker, Trunnion. Everybody said enough of this. I cannot keep racing around this track on these old tires. It's going to be a race off of pit road. Freddie Trammell in the lead. And now he comes in onto pit road. We'll see which of these drivers come out of pit road first. And Thomas Noble comes out first. AJ Striker second.
That's a really good stop for AJ to close that gap right there.
She gained a few positions there. Here comes Bob Harlow. Gunny, as we're going to start cycling through. Right now, Nim Cross is your leader. Remember, if you lead at least one lap, you get a point. So leading a lap is just as important. We will see where Freddie Trammell comes out. And here comes AJ and Thomas Noble. Will they pass him as they're coming around the turn? They're going to have more speed than him. And Thomas Noble is your leader. AJ Striker in second. As we have cycled through. And look at Trunnion. currently in 10th, lost a few spots. As he had a 55-second pit stop when everyone else was having 50 seconds, 49 seconds. And 55 seconds is from when they cross the line on pit road and on entry and exit pit road. When they cross the line on exit, that's when the clock starts ticking. So he lost about 5-6 seconds there. Can he gain that back?
We saw some pretty good movement here in the pits. We're seeing some really varied times from 49 seconds pit stops all the way down to 57 seconds.
57, yes, OJ. And now, Rhett, if you look up ahead, there's some slow cars up ahead. They're going to start running into some traffic.
Yeah, that's going to be key here, dealing with these slower cars.
Yes.
You know, but
as you see, the 509, Bill Elliott, he might be the first car to go a lap down here.
And as we've seen in other races before, traffic can always be the great equalizer. You don't make the right move, pick the wrong lane, and the guys behind you will go flying by.
Yes. Can AJ Stryker make a pass on the number 6? I mean, Freddie's in 3rd, but we know how fast Freddie is later on in the run. So I'm sure in another 20 laps, we're going to see that 56 probably contending for the lead.
Oh yeah, he's right there now. So far, for the second run here, it's going to probably be just a battle between these three.
And there goes Freddie Trammell to the outside, trying to move up to 2nd. I was just looking on the board, and Morningstar's up 15 positions, currently running in 6th.
Squibble's Morningstar has been making some pretty good moves here.
Oh, he's up 9 positions. And we have a battle for the lead. Freddie Trammell took a peek to the inside. As they've almost caught up to the slower traffic up ahead. You do not want to get caught behind these cars. It all depends when do you catch up to that slower car? Is it on the straightaway, on the turns? Because when it's on the turns, it's much more difficult to make that pass.
True, but I don't know here though. To me, you almost want to catch them in the turn if you can bounce to the outside out because we've seen the inside be such a hard place to pass here so far. So maybe setting up for an attack on the exit might be the way to go.
That is true. We'll see how this plays out here in the next lap or two, as they're already almost to the bumper of the 509. And there goes Freddie. He dives to the inside. He cannot make it stick, but he is racing very aggressive.
Yeah, it looked like Freddie was trying to pin Thomas behind the lap car and try to get underneath him, but wasn't able to make it happen.
And there goes the 6. Gonna make the pass on the 509 and the inside. The 509 just goes way high, just says, hey, just make the pass. I'm not gonna get in the way. But not all drivers race like that and they'll give you that pass. As Trunyan is trying to pick up a spot here and get back into the top 10. As we are halfway through this race.
When I'm looking on the timing board, it looks like the 509 is not making it easy for Freddie. He cost him about a half a second.
Yeah, that 509 is being pesky right now. Trammell finally gets by. Let's do a rundown of your top 15. And Thomas Noble is your leader. Freddie Trammell in second. AJ Stryker third. Bob Harlow in fourth. Chris Webber, he's the one that's up 15 spots in fifth. Morningstar, 6th. Gunny, 7th. And Trunyan picks up a few more positions up to 8th, so he's starting to pick it up. Tyler in 9th. Isabella in 10th. They're both trying to battle for that 9th spot. Eric Belmont in 11th. Izzy McGlover in 12th. Chris Harvey, 13th. Tyler Grims, 14th. And rounding out your top 15 is Dougie Zoom from Sloth Racing, a new team.
No, I just saw that Freddie made a pass for the lead. He got up front.
And he did make the pass, and now he has some traffic up ahead. Freddie just seems to get so fast the deeper we get into this run. It's definitely a car that's set up for that late run speed. Now he has to get by both of these cars up ahead. It's quite a bit of traffic. There's 4 cars he's going to have to get by eventually. Will this slow him down?
It's always tough to deal with 2 lap cars back to back because you know, they can both go high and low and not really give you many positions.
And there goes Noble back to the inside. They almost touch crossing the start finish. So these slower cars are starting to give problems to the leaders.
And I've been noticing, because I've been keeping an eye on AJ back there. She's been trying to get around the 509, but he's just not giving her the space.
And here we go. Another battle for the lead again. Freddie trying to hold on. As we look at AJ Stryker, she's currently in third. As the top 3 have pretty much separated from the 4th place car. And Trunyan is on the move up to 4th. He was just 11th like 5 laps ago.
Yeah, he's been making a good push here, getting the moves made pretty efficiently.
He is picking up the pace. And Thomas Noble had the lead for a second, but now Freddie Trammell's going to use that lap car as a pick. Freddie Trammell to the lead. Great job by Trammell to use that lap car as a pick and gets right by. Now he needs to get by the 507.
Yeah, and
Oh,
this is all part of the chaos of lap cars here. What line are they going to give you?
yes. You just don't know. Now Noble's in the inside, takes the lead right back. And we're side by side. This has been a great battle for the lead. And we still have one more pit stop to go. They're still side by side, neck and neck as we go around turn one. Now we're on the back stretch. And Freddie Trammell's caught behind that lapped car. He needs to shake that lap car because if not, Noble will pull away. Now Freddie Trammell's trying to use that high line.
Yeah, he had to make a move happen there because he was about to get trapped inside with both lap cars.
And now there's two more cars up ahead they have to deal with. After they clear these two cars, they'll be okay for a little while as far as traffic goes. But these cars are almost side by side up ahead, so now they have to deal with that. You know, do you go to the inside, to the outside? Freddie Trammell, is he going to try to split them, make it 3 wide? He does not.
I mean, if you're one of the lead cars, you kind of got to pick one and try to give them a little push to make sure they get clear of the other.
Yeah, now the 505 goes up the track, lets Freddie pass by. So that helps Freddie a little. But Thomas is in there inside. Freddie's going to try to push that lap car. He's using that high line. He is much faster on that high line. And he is back to the lead. He did a great job there, making some moves, taking the lead back. Now can he pull away? AJ Stryker in third, dealing with tons of traffic. And now we see the 47. He has closed the gap to the third place car. He's dealing with that traffic though.
Yeah, trying to took advantage of the top three cars being stuck in traffic here. However, he may have got himself stuck in traffic.
Yeah, he needs to make moves quick. And he clears. He clears that 507. But he is definitely on the move. Can he get by AJ? If he can he get to the leaders? I mean, we still have one more stop to go. Probably in about another 15 laps or so. But they have
Yeah,
go ahead.
AJ's been struggling with the traffic here. She took her a while to get through or past the 509, and now she's struggling with these three.
Yeah, it's going to be hard getting by 3. Never mind getting by 1 or 2. And Trunnion did the smart thing, riding that high line. As he moves up to third, he's trying to weave his way through. Freddie Trammell still dealing with some slower cars.
Freddie's starting to look pretty comfortable up front now.
Yeah, he might start trying to extend that lead. We're looking at Morningstar right now, currently in 10th. We've had a very clean race so far. Freddie Trammell, he has extended his lead to a second from Thomas Noble. Once he clears the 503, it's going to be smooth sailing for a while.
Yeah, if he can get ahead of the 503, then it's just about putting down good laps right before the pit stops, the final pit stop.
Thomas Noble in second. And you can see Trunnion in the picture. Now he doesn't really have much traffic to deal with. We're getting closer and closer to pit stops. About 10 laps or so. I mean, a few cars pitted early the last time. As we see Tyler and Morningstar trying to battle for ninth.
We see this whole group here now got caught up with that lap traffic, so
yeah, so much
fight through it.
So much congestion here.
One thing to look out for, though, if you're still dealing with all this lap traffic, if you get caught on the outside and miss your pit window, it's not going to be a good inning.
No, you're going to run out of fuel if you're lucky to come back around one more time. But if you're on fumes, you're definitely going to run out of fuel. AJ Stryker makes the pass over Trunnion again. You remember what happened in that first run. Towards the end of that run, the 47 faded and faded quick. Is the same thing going to happen again? And he gets right by the number 9 again. AJ fighting hard, trying to stay. Wants to stay on that top 5.
Yeah, her tires weren't able to hold up on the inside. She just has to get the momentum back going.
Freddie Trammell over a 2-second lead. He has all that clean air in front of him.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have a bad pit stop here, he keeps his momentum going. It looks like this is his race.
Yes, I mean, he's shown the most speed all day, especially towards the end of the run. He is super fast. Almost a 2.5-second lead already. Gunny McGuire moves up, trying to move up. Trying to get by his teammate, the 36.
Yeah, that lap car is holding this group of 3 up here.
Yeah, causing all types of problems. All these drivers are fighting. They just want to stay in this top 10 here. If we come out of here with a top 10. You had a good day. So we go back to your leader. And here come the pit stops a little early. Thomas Noble once again, first onto pit road. Trunyon's in, Bob Harlow's in. Tires don't like staying out on that old tires for too long. Freddie Trammell don't mind, but he's coming in now. Now these drivers have to get in and out the pits without any issues. Thomas Noble out the pits. He seems to have a good stop as well as Trunyon. As everyone's coming out onto the track. Isabella is currently your leader. Now she
Looks like
comes
Noble's
in.
crew did a good job.
Now Isabella comes in. Tyler, Yodi, Mike Mello, Davante. Now we'll start cycling through. Freddie's out on the track. And it looks like Freddie might have a huge lead here. We'll see. Maybe about 5 seconds. Thomas Noble in second. Trunyon in third. As everyone is cycling through. So he has about a 3.5 second lead. As Thomas Noble's in second. Trunyon in third. And Bob Harlow fourth. As the last of the cars are coming on to pit road. Hopefully some of these cars don't come out ahead of your leaders, because that's going to cause issues if they do. And the leaders go right by, so those lapped cars are not going to cause any problems.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty clear for Freddie. He just has to put down solid laps here and bring it home.
That's it. As he is about to cross the stripe, we're going to have 19 laps to go. Such an impressive run by the 56. All he has to do is close the deal. Now that we've cycled through, let's look at your top 10. As Freddie Trammell is first. Thomas Noble in second. Great run by him. Trunyon in third. I mean, considering he has his little miscues, he's in third right now. He's doing a great job. He was at 11th at one point.
Yeah, he's doing a great job recovering.
Bob Harlow in fourth. Eric Belmont in fifth. AJ Stryker in sixth. Chris Webber in seventh. Lizzie McGlover having a good run in eighth. Morning Rockstar in ninth. And Dougie Zoom in the top 10, having a solid run for Sloth Racing.
Yeah, Dougie's been doing a good job, quietly moving up the field, just doing what he's got to do.
Yeah, up 14 positions. That's a great run for that car and that team. They definitely need a little momentum boost, and this will definitely be a pick-me-up finish in the top 10. He has to hold off that 36, though. Eric Belmont takes a spot away from the 97, moves up to 4th. But Harlow fighting hard on the outside, says, not yet. Give me my spot back.
Yeah, fresh tires on the outside early on. Here it goes.
Now he bounces out to the outside, easily makes the pass this time. AJ Stryker's going to do the same here. Harlow might give up 2 spots, and he does. As we go back to your leader, Freddie Trammell crosses the stripe, 14 laps to go. We've had a hot track all race long. It's at 133 degrees.
Yeah, with this track temperature, it's impressive for what Freddie's been able to do today.
Yeah, I mean, he's been lights out, almost a 4-second lead. Eric Belmont gets by the 47. The 47 got very loose. And he might lose another position here. He does. AJ Stryker on the outside. Barb Harlow trying to give the 9 a little push there. Now we see Chris Webber. He's had a great race, up 15 positions.
It's a battle between Chris and Dougie for the biggest mover of the race.
Doug up to 9th. Doing such a great job.
Yeah, I think they're both sitting at plus 15 right now.
Yes, both of them plus 15. But the 54, he's been doing it slow, methodically, you know, just like a sloth. Slowly climbing through the field in the 9th. Freddie Trammell in control. 10 laps to go. He might have to deal with some traffic before this race is over.
Yeah, it depends on how much those 2 lap cars ahead of him battle back and forth. But if I'm Freddie, I don't know if I'm trying to push that hard to make it up to him.
Yeah,
That's the one way to lose the race here.
you probably don't want to catch up to these guys too quick because they're side by side as well. And that is Zach Oldorf and Nelly. So do you want to deal with that? As you see, they're almost a straightaway ahead of him. So will he catch them before this race is over? I mean, he has a good sized lead, but still, we've seen leads disappear in a matter of laps. He has a 4.3 second lead. There's Noble in second. No one near him.
Yeah, Noble's just putting in a consistent second place around here. Not really letting the group behind him catch him, but just trying to sit there and take the points he can get.
And that's all you have to do. You know, it's not about winning every week. It's about being consistent. And there's Eric Belmont in third. H.A. Striker still holding on to fourth. Bob Harlow in fifth. Trunnion has dropped down to sixth. Weber in seventh. Lizzie in eighth. And Morningstar and Zoom 9 and 10. The story right now is, will the 56 catch those lap cars up ahead? Actually, those cars are on the lead lap, but they're definitely slower. It's going to be hard to pass them on worn tires as well.
He's made some progress, but I don't think it's he's made enough of a dent to catch him in these last 5 laps here.
As he is on the backstretch. AJ Striker moves into third. Here comes Eric Belmont in the inside. It's going to be hard to make a pass on the inside, especially when the tires are this worn at this point.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a move on the inside, you have to do it quick and in a hurry.
Dougie Zoom lost a few positions down to 12th as Tyler Grims makes the pass. Isabella made the pass. These long runs definitely test your driver's skills.
Just to point something out real quick, right before the end of the race, Lost City putting in a great run here. All 4 drivers top 9.
And that is a great run for that team. That's definitely going to help them in the team standings.
They're quickly establishing themselves as one of the teams to beat here in the 1987 series in their second season.
Yes, they are, and that's good for the league to see teams, be as competitive as the top teams in the league. Having more competition is a great thing. As the 56 goes around turn 3 and 4, and the white flag waves. The last lap at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Freddie Trammell, heck of a run today.
Yeah, with it dominant in the lap traffic, and after that, once he got clear air, it was over.
Yeah, he knew what moves to make. He goes around turn 3. On to the front stretch. Freddie Trammell wins at Atlanta and gets his first win of the season in the 1987 series. In second, Thomas Noble. Third, A.J. Striker. Fourth, Eric Belmont. Fifth, Trunnion. Sixth, Bob Harlow. Seventh, Chris Weber. Eighth, Lizzie. Ninth, Tyler. And rounding out your top 10 is Morningstar. But what a run by the 56 and the Brute Crew team. You know, Freddie Trammell came over from Apex, so Freddie Trammell knows how to win.
Yeah, he definitely learned a lot from Apex. Now able to come over to Brew Crew, and it's another team that's been in the NASCAR series.
Yeah, and he's just adding to that program because they have a great program in the 1987 and an Next Gen series. Even in the ARCA, you know, Burrow McGuire has won twice already there.
Yeah, the Brew Crew is definitely one of the top oval teams to keep an eye on.
Next week, we head, not next week, but week 4, we head to
Bristol, short track.
Bristol. And when we did a practice race there, was it a practice race? I don't remember. We did a race there. Maybe it was an all-star race we did there. And that racing was insane. So I'm definitely looking forward to Bristol. And it's after a big progression, you know. Um, so this series is just gonna get tougher as we go. And after Bristol, we go to North Wilkesboro, and then a big track Pocono, then Watkins Glen, Charlotte, Talladega. I mean, we're gonna hit the meat of the schedule coming up the next coming weeks. It's just gonna just get harder and harder as we go. What are you looking forward to, Rhett, in the next coming weeks?
Yeah, it's got to be the short track. Short track is always a fun thing to watch here. Uh, two of them, we get two of them back to back, and then we get to the dangerous Pocono.
Yeah, Pocono is definitely a tricky track, so we'll see how it plays out there when we get to that track in a few weeks. We are on a bye week, so but this is the last week for progression. We have the big progression and then a bye week, and then we'll be back after that, back to racing again. But it's been a good 3 weeks of racing in the 1987 series. Looking forward to what comes next in this series. But like always, thank you for supporting the league and supporting the stream. I will see you guys next time.